I brought some food for the office, mac and cheese burgers.
That's very nice of you. Thank you.
I didn't know if you'd eat that, so I brought you this, just in case.
That's amazing. That's fucking amazing.
Bro, you sit over here. We heard you're a trading card guy, so we gotta go something.
Ooh, this is a beast. This is a beast. I love, oh, it's so peachy too. That is what is up.
I guess I could just jump into, I don't know if you know anything really about me or what I got going on.
Give me it all.
I created the Ainsworth with my partner Matt Shidell. So sports bars around New York City. We're growing nationally right now. And we're kind of through a weird transition in our company because we grew so fast. And I feel like the culture and the community has kind of dissipated in the sense because
it becomes more vanilla because it's further from the sun.
It's just like boom, 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 and now,
That's what happens to everything.
Yeah.
Everything, just so you know.
Yeah.
Everything. Now, some things get it back and they become Nike.
Yeah.
And other things lose it, and those are all the things we knew once were hot and they're not, right?
Yeah, for sure. But I'll just tell you my story really quickly. So, always been a super hard worker. Worked in delis my whole life as a kid. I remember like my uncle picked me up at 4 a.m. for like Christmas Eve to get the mozzarella and roll it with the prosciutto and all that stuff. So
that guy.
Always a hard worker. Won national championship in soccer and U16 soccer team. Got a scholarship to go play at University of Rhode Island. Quit my senior year over a girl. A lot of people say don't live with regret, but I live within my regret to never make a stupid, childish decision like that again. Because I could have played professional soccer, which is crazy. Actually, 2 years ago, the Red Bulls asked me to try out at 31. I'm in the locker room, and I'm in like little underwear changing. The dude next to me is like, "How old are you, bro?" I'm 31. I'm like, "How old are you?" 15. His parents dropped him off. So it was just crazy that I had that opportunity.
That's cool.
So I moved to New York City with $400 in my pocket. My dad was a school teacher, my mom was a hairdresser. And I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna move to New York City, I have no job and figure it out. So I guess bartended, and I always had a network from going to the University of Rhode Island because everyone came back to the tri-state area. So I did my thing there. My sister at the time was a prominent hair colorist for Vaynerchuk. Her client was Rachel Yucatel at the time. Rachel was like, listen, I need a kid who wants to work to be my assistant at the nightclub in the Hamptons, June in the Hamptons. I know Ryan Harwood and Alovis, they used to be my clients. So they used to come and spend a lot of money, so you can tell Ryan. Is he around here?
He might be around here.
Yeah, so
see if Harwood's around.
We had Dune out there in the Hamptons, and I met my partner Matt Shidell there. So I was Rachel Yucatel's assistant, picking up her laundry,
I get it.
Walking her dogs, doing my thing. I was enamored by the business. We had Leonardo DiCaprio coming in, athletes, people. I loved it, money everywhere. I had a rent-controlled apartment. My rent was $600 a month. I lived in a little railroad studio. So I said, if I can make 2 G's cash a week,
I got something
in the Hamptons, I'll do it. So I did that, and everyone started noticing my people skills, and I was able to network and do my thing and treat everything like it's my living room and make it nice for people at the nightclub. So then that just opened so many doors for me. So my partner now hired me, and I learned everything from busboy to being in the kitchen to being a manager, doing everything there. So in 2009, we were sitting on, the market was crashing, it was during that tough time, so we didn't really know what we wanted to do, but we had a space on 26 between 6th and 7th, which is the OG Ainsworth. So we said, let's create an Ainsworth, a 2-6 in poker, a terrible hand in poker. We're on 26th Street, and we said, if the brand never works out, we can say it Ainsworth shit. So we created the Ainsworth, and now we're about to have 9 Ainsworths. Doing Nashville this month coming up.
How many are in New York?
We have 4 in New York.
And where are they?
Jersey. 26 between 6th and 7th, 33rd Park in Madison, East Village, and we just opened Financial District. So we have that going on. So
and where are they in Jersey?
2. We have 1 in Newark and Hoboken, right next to Prudential Center. So throughout this whole process, I was able to, and I've always been a big fitness guy in sports. So I'm kind of in a tough position right now because I have this great business. We're about to be a $40 million company in sales this year. And I also have this fitness aspiration to me and motivating and getting people inspired. We're just on the cover of Men's Health last year for South America and Latin and Mexico. So I have these opportunities, right? And now it's like, how do I blend these two, restaurant, fitness? I'm a new dad, 9-month-old son, the best thing in the world, thank you. My wife was a journalist at CNN. So it's like, how do we make everything one? And how can I continue to grow my personal brand that will entail grow the Ainsworth brand at the same time so we can keep moving forward? Like, we're going to Nashville on Monday. So Evan and I will go into Nashville. Evan's my head of sales. We'll go into Nashville and we'll infiltrate the whole fitness market and the scene and get people in for tours. And we'll become a local part of their local community. And I do that really well through fitness because that's what I can do very well because people gravitate towards that through my Instagram and everything. So how
many people follow you on Instagram?
I'm about to have 60,000.
That's
And
great.
that's all organic, and that's just me, like doing my thing. And
Don't hedge it. It's a real number.
yeah, so I just don't know, and I would love to get some advice from you on how I can continue to grow that personal brand in that sense, or just continue doing what I'm doing. I mean, I'm patient, For the first 10 years of my career, I didn't enjoy a summer. I missed weddings, I missed birthday parties, so it's like...
It's very similar to my story.
Exactly. The work for me,
I get it.
I fucking don't care. I love it. It's
Yeah,
part
I
of
mean,
my
listen,
life.
the whole deli thing and you punted your 20s, you're preaching, right?
Yeah.
Like preach. I lived in New Jersey, I was in New York City 9 nights in my 20s. Nine. At least you had fun. Straight up, at least you had fun punting. Punting your 20s in the setting you were in is very. I mean, I really punted my 20s, straight up.
Yeah.
So I have empathy and I understand. I think it's more of the same. The truth is, there is no hack. There's a couple things. I'll give you one very smart piece of advice. Don't create friction for your audience. Here's what I mean by that. You can't just be on Instagram. Because if the person that thinks you're really cute or cool or smart in Nashville, like if she's a 37-year-old fitness influencer who is also a real estate agent and she's in her car all the time, you need to feed her your podcast.
So today we launched our podcast. So my buddy Rob was just here the other day, the lacrosse player.
Yeah.
So he's a very dear friend of mine.
That's
We're
awesome.
starting our podcast today.
I love it.
It's called The Four because my principles are the F's, 4 F's: family, fitness, fashion, and food.
That's cool.
So we're launching that today.
Look,
And
I honestly think it's about my point of view. I always say do what I do, not like listen to what I say. I poured all my money into people to be able to be a full-fledged CNN media company. Like I'm fucking more of a media company right now in the actual sense of a media company on April 2018 than most of the biggest media companies do. Like I have more resources and I'm pumping out more content properly in an Instagram, YouTube, Medium, LinkedIn, Facebook, Snapchat, Alexa world than like the biggest media companies in the world.
Yeah.
Because
Play some World Fusion.
no, you shouldn't, Alexa. No, thank you. Alexa, stop. So I think that, I think that that's the game. Having empathy, 9-month-old, not having a sense of like what you've done with like, let's say apartment or home or what you and your wife need for like luxuries, but it's literally a basic P&L, just like running a business, it. I would look at, on the personal brand side, your intake of dollars, and again, if your partner, and my partners believe this, if your partner believes that it's in the best interest of the Ainsworth, if the overhead of an audio guy, a written gal, the meme gal, the video guy, if that goes into the Ainsworth P&L, fine, like that's, you understand what I'm saying,
Sure.
That's you and your partner decide. And I have a mix. There's certain things that come out of my pocket and there's things that Vayner.
Which I do also.
Got it. So on your side.
Yeah, anything personally for me doesn't touch.
Understood. On your side, I would pour as much money into people to build the infrastructure.
To produce content constantly.
At scale. Contextual for platform in written form, audio, video, and pictures.
Yeah, because so many people are reaching out to me like, you're helping me, thank you for helping. Like, this
Yeah.
woman in Louisiana reached out to me. I need to lose 30 pounds by
I get it.
September. And we accomplished that goal together. I don't know.
I get
did
it.
it all through DM. So it's like, how can I really take it to the next level?
Well, everybody has to define next level. Are you saying monetize that opportunity? Like
I don't even know. I just.
But you
yeah,
understand.
No, I get
and by
it.
the way, I don't think that's a bad thing.
For sure.
I need to know what next level is.
I mean,
for me,
it's a
next
different
level,
story for
but
me.
need to hear it out. For me, next level is complete penetration of awareness.
That's what I want.
Well, then you should charge for nothing.
So I just did a fitness retreat in Miami at the One Hotel a month ago.
Yep.
200 people came. So I totally get it. And it's not really a money thing for me because I have nice income from our business.
And we'll be there at the end if
exactly.
you win.
So it's for me, it's just how can I get in front of so many more people and be more impactful?
Hire more people.
To continue to just keep pushing and growing and growing. On a personal level though. Very easy.
This.
Yeah.
That's it. The fuck are they doing? The fuck are those 20 people doing? They're, they're biz deving, they're developing. That nerd in the corner is building my Facebook message bot. So he's filming, like Andy's strategizing everything. Seth's working on the audio. Soph right now is DMing influencers that have the enough awareness and engagement that it feels like there could be something worth my time. You know, Sanan is focusing on pre-roll YouTube video. Tyler's my admin. You know, Alex is like.
You know, we're starting to get some awareness with athletes that are coming in, celebrities. So, Saquon Barkley just trained with me at Equinox and he ate at the restaurant. Robert, the player on the Cardinals that you guys was supposed to come.
I get
just, it. You know that.
I know him.
So he was supposed to come.
Anything can happen.
Yes, but so that's also another angle
cool.
that we've been playing.
Casper Smart.
Casper Smart just trained. I don't know if you mentioned they trained with us, but so I'm getting involved now with a lot of different, I guess, doors are opening.
I think it's.
No, is it speaking engagements? Is it telling my story?
Listen. I mean, who do you know? I know all this stuff. Meaning, you know the answers. Like all you have to do is more. The answer to your question is more.
So like,
I'll give you.
Let me shout people about Thursday to LA.
Do it. Let me give you a really good comp. When you have the right workout and eating regimen, the answer is more and for a longer period of time. Mm-hmm. And you'll see results, right?
For sure. I mean, I preach it all day.
It's how I think about this. Like, you should have a post on LinkedIn every day for business professionals for health and fitness. You're gonna get more of the Wall Street crowd coming to the Ainsworth. You're gonna have people that have hedge fund money that are gonna wanna give you $50 million. Literally, your LinkedIn strategy is more important than everything. Because you're gonna get the guy or the gal who wants to write you a $50 million check to build a $250 million fitness empire, and then you'll decide if that's the right move or not, right?
Okay, cool.
But that's not the natural place where people go, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would never have thought to do that.
See? Well, that's like my Dick's thing. Like, I got, nobody's coming here. By the way, none of you guys are coming here because I'm cute. This is what this is what we're here for.
No, I think,
you know what I mean? I think your LinkedIn strategy could be baller as fuck. Like, if it's all under the guise of fitness for professionals, content on LinkedIn is balling. But here's how I would do it. I don't know how you are as a writer, but I'm not, it's funny being a 5-time New York Times bestseller who can't put 2 sentences together.
Yeah, I mean, my wife is like a beast.
Yeah, that to me, right, so I wasn't even thinking about that.
I'm okay.
What I would do is film all day and then let transcriptions come from it.
Jump on the call in 5, G.
Awesome.
Sure. Well,
more of the same.
Yeah, thank you.
More of the same. I would take as much, to me, it's very basic. Everything that's a luxury in your life on the P&L of your home life, you and your wife look at each other and be like, if you take 1 vacation a year, could it be 0? If you take 4, could it be 1? It's literally that. No, let me tell you, every time I cashed in on things, I regretted it. The apartment I bought on the Upper East Side cost me more Facebook and Twitter stock.
Yeah.
Straight up. Every time I've made a play, it cost me because I'm on the offense. And so taking money out for stuff means it's not money to use. Got it?
Got it.
Right now, I think the biggest thing that can crush for you is if you can really go there and afford, and maybe you can and maybe you can't, but if you can afford a 4-person staff, and people are trying to get half pregnant on 1 person. You know how it is. All the influencers in the space right now, they're they'll have management and teams, but it's really cool to be like, you take 10, 20, 30% off of whatever you bring in, you kill, you eat. That's easy. You writing a fucking check for $55,000 for an employee, that's different, right?
Totally different.
That's what I did. Have the empathy to know what the score is right now, over communicate.
Love that.
You come in and say, I just met with GaryVee, I believe him, here's the jam, I think it will really work. 3 people, 100,000, because we can get 3 kids at 35, I think, Gary will help, I think he has a good sense, I think you can figure it out. And if he's like, fuck you, then you're like, okay, then you go back and you look at your wife and you look at your fucking bank account and you're like, do I want to put this up? And if it has to be 1 at 35 to start, you see where I'm going? But that is the blueprint.
Okay.
That is what you need to do. It will work.
So everybody, 24/7, not 24/7, but
you know how people talk about
every day in the office?
Ready? Yes.
Every day in the kitchen, to the workout.
The second you realize that you're Barstool and CNN and ESPN and Vogue, the second you realize you're that, is the second you decide, okay, if I'm that, well, who's the writer? Where's our, once you decide you're actually a media company, a human being, you'll be off to the races.
Cool.
Got it? Everybody's like, oh, machine learning and all this is gonna eliminate jobs. No, it's not. I have 22 full-time employees for me as a human. Do you know what the economy around a human being is about to look like? So here's Beyonce, and here's an emerging artist that's starting to make some money. Let's say right?
T Grizzly.
T Grizzly in 5 years is gonna have 6 full-time employees, not none. People that are just influencers on the rise are gonna have more employees on their payroll than the biggest stars in the world. If he listens to me a year from now, he's gonna be writing out checks to more employees for more money than fucking Brad Pitt for his business. Maybe not for 4 nannies and shit, but like for his business, because Brad Pitt's business is manager and PR person and agent. Agent and manager are working on commission. PR person's their only overhead.
Yeah.
You know.
I get it.
Me, I'm fucking 7 figures deep.
So are we right now.
No, I'm talking my fucking team.
Well, my company, yeah.
No, not my company. I'm fucking 8 figures deep, 9 figures deep. Actually, 7 for me. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay, cool.
Got it?
Yes,
So
I appreciate it.
So it's the balance of, just like you have the luxury of growing up in a family business, or if your uncle is the manager, watching that, and now doing it for yourself on a business side. It's just getting the right cadence. But my big recommendation is it's a land grab. And anything you leave on the table from one extra nice watch or trip that you can put into another copywriter, you're gonna fucking win 10 times over when you're 41. And take it from somebody who's 42, it feels just like 31. And 33 and 37, it's the same shit.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate your time. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.